I've told people this many times. I could make $250,000 off TikTok. I ain't quitting my job. I love being a
Right.
teacher. Pretty much coming up on surpassing my teaching salary in 9 months of doing TikTok shop.
In total sales, how much have you done?
So GMV, I'm a little over $250,000.
So where are you at in total commission then?
Just about $45,000. The one thing I do want to say just to everyone watching is don't ever compare yourself to someone else. I've done it before, like, oh wow, I've only made 40,000 and Bryce is making $250,000 or whatever, I don't know. And I'm like, I feel bad now, like what am I doing wrong? I'm putting out shit quality videos. But no, I still have videos in the millions. You know, you just got to keep going and keep pushing through.
What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the Social Army Podcast. My name is Bryce and I'm your host, and I've got a very special guest with us today, somebody who's been with us since right around the beginning, and somebody who has kind of an interesting story. This gentleman is a full-time teacher and does TikTok shop on the side and has actually managed to make his entire teacher salary alongside while doing TikTok shop on the side, which is just absolutely insane. So again, like always, without any further delay, I want to introduce you guys to Murph. He is an absolute killer on TikTok shop and has some pretty good insights to drop to us today. Murph, if you will.
Yeah, like you said, my name is Murph. Actually, first time ever you guys are hearing this. My name is Keith. My name is, yes, Keith. Last name is Murphy, so I go by Murph. My students call me Murph. And like Bryce said, I'm a full-time teacher. My students call me Murph, and I just one day was like, hey, how can I make some extra money? So I was already using TikTok. I get a little notification sometime around Thanksgiving, and it's like, oh, make money with TikTok shop promoting products. I was like, let's check it out. So
Right.
I hit apply, and I have no clue what I'm doing. I go and I figure out I can request a product. So I go request a product, and within a couple of days they're like, it's on the way. And I was like, holy crap, I just got something for free. So I get this thing in the mail. It's actually one of the Wise products. It's
Nice.
with the smart padlock for your door or whatever.
Yeah.
So I got that in the mail, and I told my parents, and I was like, yeah, I just got this for free. This is like a $70 product or whatever. And I was like, now I got to make a video. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I just made like the most basic video showing the product, showing us putting it on the door, and boom, 2 weeks later, I sold one, and I was like, holy shit, I just made $7. And I'm like, what is going on?
Free.
Yeah. And I'm like, I just made $7. Like, what the hell is going on? So I continued, I looked through, and I'm still learning. Like, I have no clue what I'm doing. And I'm like, wait, is there more stuff for free? So I go look, and I'm trying to request things, and next thing you know, 1 month later, I've made a quarter of my salary.
That's insane. In a month's time.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But yeah, like Bryce said, like I'm pretty much coming up on surpassing my teaching salary in, I don't know, 9 months of doing TikTok shop versus a year of teaching salary.
And the best part about all of this is it's completely at your own will and in your free time. I mean, you're doing this 100% part-time. You're not spending your days doing it. You have you have a job that you do during the day teaching kids, and it's outside of that, just being able to make videos in your free time to make what you already make at your full-time job, to me, still just doesn't make sense. I don't care how many people I interview. Anytime I come across somebody who's doing this is insane, and I love to see it.
Yeah, I'm trying to put my girlfriend onto the method. She's starting to do it now. My sister's boyfriend, I got him going, and it's like there's money to be made. Like,
yes,
get on there and just do it. Post that video. Like, just post that video.
I agree 1,000%. So outside of you getting that first initial notification in the beginning saying, hey, you have the ability to post on TikTok shop, did you know anything about TikTok shop prior to?
Not a single thing. I just hit apply because it came up.
Right.
And at that point, what was it? Only 3 months it's been out, because it started August last year.
They did like an early release in like June, July. You had a few creators get up on it then, and then they did their full launch in like August, and that's when I first heard about it. Was in like that August time frame. Didn't do much with it because I didn't know anything about it. But yeah, right about a month or two later it looks like when you got discovered for it.
Yeah, that notification just popped up, and I was like, sure, let's try it, and started getting free samples, and I was like, this is insane. Like,
did you know anything about affiliate marketing before TikTok shop, or was this kind of like your first? Nothing.
Nothing at all.
What's your like knowledge with internet money per se?
So prior to doing TikTok Shop, I loved social media in general.
Okay.
Before I even started TikTok Shop, I already had 130,000 followers on my TikTok.
Okay.
And
How'd you
then,
get those?
clipping content, posting stupid videos of my
Gotcha.
own, posting things that I thought was funny. I just reposted back up on there.
Right.
And the other thing was, I found out, YouTube makes a lot too. So I was like, let's try it out. So, I was doing that and same thing, just posting random videos, clipping videos, whatever. And within a few months, I got like 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. So
That's crazy. It's so hard to grow on YouTube.
I know. I just somehow I got a video to get 14 million in like a month.
Shorts or like a full video?
Shorts.
Shorts. Okay.
Shorts.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Even shorts are hard to grow, man. I've had the worst luck on YouTube Shorts.
so I was just trying to figure out ways, which I'll get to this point in a second. I was just trying to figure out ways to make a little bit of extra side money. But then I figured out what the requirements were for YouTube and, the TikTok creator fund thing, whatever, wasn't paying much. You were getting like a couple pennies per 1,000 views or something. And my friend was doing insanely good, so I was trying to copy him. And so I went over to YouTube. Wasn't really working out. I wasn't getting to that requirements that they wanted. They wanted like 400 hours watched, and I had like 20 or something.
Right.
I was just trying to figure out a way to make some extra money, and then I figured out this. And once I started the TikTok Shop, I was like, my goal is to just make enough that I can get gas for free, basically. I can go to the gas station and just TikTok money right into my gas tank. And that was the goal at first. And then a month later, I'm like, holy crap, what just happened?
Making a quarter of your yearly salary in 30 days. That's something that definitely doesn't feel right. Oh, hold on one second. This just completely signed me out. Oh, never mind. We're good. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, that's something that just does not at all feel right, and let alone feel legal. I remember when I started seeing all that money come in, I was like, there's got to be a catch. I'm probably not going to get paid. Something's not right here. But no, it's
the catch.
It's real.
The catch is that they don't take out tax. You got to do that later.
Yep. Yeah, that's the catch.
Yeah.
Don't screw yourself not paying for taxes, because that'll really kick you. That'll kick you.
But yeah, I was the same way. I was like, how is this so easy? I could post a video and make a couple sales and make some money off of it. I'm like, and people always ask me, what's the catch? What's the catch? I'm like, you make a free account. You don't have to spend a single dollar. I know it sounds insane. Just post that video. Who cares how dumb you look? Post that video.
Speaking of dumb, just the other day I had this idea pop into my head, and the idea looked great in my head. Right? Bear in mind, this is my brain working its magic. It was me laying upside down on my couch, rolling off the couch backwards and running into my office saying, I have something to show you, thinking, it'd be a good catchy hook. I put some effort and some neck pain into the video, right? Rolled myself off the couch and picked up my phone and ran into the room. 500 views later, not a single sale made. The video was still posted. But the reason I say that is, like he said, it doesn't matter how dumb you think that the video is. Post the video, because the potential of that video going viral later on down the road is a lot higher than if I never decided to post that video in general.
100%.
So, and sometimes TikTok just says, hey, we like this video all of a sudden, let's throw it to the For You page. And it could be the one that you just completely least expect. And that's what I love about TikTok. TikTok is an amazing thing.
And that's another thing is my most viral video didn't pop off till almost a month after it was posted.
Yep.
So that's why I don't delete videos, because you never know what's going to happen.
Yep, 1,000%. The only way I would ever delete a video is if I did something knowingly that's going to get me a violation. I'll go back and delete that. But even then, sometimes I let them ride out because TikTok doesn't always pick up everything. But that's bad practice. Don't listen to me. Bad person. Bad influence. Anyway, so you've been with us inside Social Army almost since the beginning, right? How did you first hear about us?
Yeah, so I think I checked back the other day, and it was something like end of March or April. So it was like less than a month after you guys started, or about a month after, or whatever.
Actually, not even that. We launched on the 28th of March. So if you got in at the very end of March or beginning of April, you're ground floor member. Like
I think,
at the very beginning.
It was definitely April. It was maybe a few weeks after. And honestly,
that's crazy.
I was part of one or two other Discords,
Or
and I didn't want to pay for it. I just wanted to hop in just to see, like, what are these Discords about?
right,
And all of a sudden, I don't know, I found out about Social Army. I knew your name, I think, because you came up on my For You page many times, and I saw
sure.
that you had the course, and I was like, you know what? Let me just hop in there. And I decided to pay for it, and I do not regret it at all. At all.
We love to hear that. And you've been with us now long enough to the point, I think, where you have your own case study in there too, don't you?
I do. Yes, I do. I put in a case study and talked about a little bit about my success.
I love that. And for those of you guys watching, if you do want to watch that case study, it's worth it because he goes pretty deep into balancing work and TikTok and showing you kind of exactly what he did to become successful while still having a full-time job. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't have any real intentions of wanting to leave your job, right? You actually enjoy doing what you do.
Not at all. I've told people this many times. I could make $250,000 off TikTok. I ain't quitting my job. I love being a
Right.
teacher. It gives me amazing benefits, amazing health care. I'll never stop doing it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And the kids love you. I mean,
Yeah.
you teach what, high school, right?
Yeah,
Or middle school?
High school, health and gym.
Health and gym. That's awesome. So yeah, definitely having that good relationship with those kids, man, giving them something to look forward to daily. And I bet they come into your class saying, "Hey, Murph, how's your TikTok doing?"
All the time. All the time. And
I love that.
at one point, they're like, it took them a while actually, and they finally found my account probably end of last year, like end of last school year, so like April, May, something like around there. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, you found me. And people always ask, like, aren't you like worried about posting online, social media, that kind of stuff, and you're also a teacher? And my answer is the same always. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Right.
So I'm fine with my students seeing my videos. It actually has given some of my students like an open mind about starting social media.
Sure. And that there's other avenues aside from just the standard route of going to school, going to college, getting a 9 to 5, going into debt, things like that. There's always other routes out there. I mean, it's obviously you want to encourage them as much as you possibly can to continue on that path. But
Yeah.
some students, myself to be included, are ones that college just wasn't the right direction. And, finding other ways to make it is great. And there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there. Lots of them.
I tell my students all the time, I'm like, listen, I had a 2.5 GPA in high school.
Right.
Like, I was a C student. I got C's in every class. And I went to community college because I still didn't know what I wanted to do. Which community
Right.
college is an amazing option. Go do it. Especially here in my state, community college is free now. So
Oh, that's awesome.
I try to push that for them. And I'm like, listen, if you don't know what you want to do, at least just go test out college in general. Go to community
Right.
college. And same thing, I did that, 2.5 GPA. I hated it, did not want to be in college. And then I figured out I want to be a teacher. Went to a 4-year college, 3.8 GPA. So found what I want to do. And that's the moral of the story is I tell my students, you got to find what you want to do. 'Cause obviously you're going to hate school, but there's something out there that you're going to put your mind to.
100%. That is, 1,000%.
Yeah.
There was never any, the way we are nowadays, this didn't exist. And if I knew that this was an option when I was in school,
Oh, yeah.
I probably would have found a way to get into something like this a lot sooner. But, I was going to school during the early YouTube days, and that just, it wasn't very talked about. It wasn't an option. It wasn't an avenue for wealth. It wasn't an avenue for anything. It was something that was laughed and frowned upon. Nowadays, it's something that can honestly be a solid career field for a lot of people,
Yeah.
And going to school for business, because that's what this is a business, and getting a business degree to help run what you want to do on the side, if it is social media, is such an amazing thing to do.
100%. Yeah.
Which is something I really wish I could have jumped into when I was a child or when I was younger. But, hindsight's 2020, the future's unknown. We still don't know what's ahead of us.
Yeah. And
That's awesome.
I'm still thinking about doing that. I found out that I'm only a few classes away from a business management or business administration degree. So I might
Right.
go back and just take those 4 or 5 extra classes and take that degree.
I think it would be worth it. I mean, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I don't think I could sit through school now with as much as I got going on with all my kids and
Yeah.
everything else, or else I'd probably want to go back for that kind of stuff. But
Trust
I
me,
love doing this.
I hate it. I'm on my 7th year of college right now.
My goodness.
Yeah, I'm doing my master's degree right now for
All right, good for you.
health education. So
Right.
I'm only a month and a half away from finishing.
Good for you. That's
Yeah.
a huge accomplishment. Good for
So
you.
yeah, on top, like we've said before, like I teach full time. I do a
Right.
I do a master's degree online, which it's a lot of work. And I do
Sure.
TikTok shop, and I'm still making more than I do as a teacher.
Which is
So,
insane.
and I'm only posting. I know I should be posting more, but I'm still only posting 1 or 2 videos a day. Sometimes I forget. I go a day or two without posting. I'm just busy, and this is completely part time for me. And I always think in the back of my head, like, what if I did this full time? What would my numbers be? But I never want to compare myself to someone else. I'm my own person, so I just, I made money. That was my goal.
Mm-hmm. And you surpassed it too, I'm sure.
Oh, way past, way past.
That's so funny. What were
Wait.
some of the things that you kind of struggled with in the beginning with doing this? Was there anything? I mean, obviously your first go round at this was more or less just kind of a trial and error period, but was there anything that you've like any sort of big challenges you faced while creating content on TikTok for TikTok Shop?
So like, just like everyone else starting TikTok, I mean, nowadays you have so much more information out there, but people who started
Right.
way back then, like you knew nothing unless you already did stuff like this, like for other like Amazon or whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And so like, I didn't even know I can get violations. I didn't know like, I wasn't great at editing. I just made a video and posted it, not realizing like if I made a couple tweaks or said a couple different things, my numbers could have been way better. Who knows though? And so it's just like I didn't know what I was doing, and I just kind of went with the flow. And then that's when like once I joined Social Army, you can check my account. My videos incredibly took a big change in how I made my videos, and the sales definitely continued to stay the same or go up.
That's awesome. It's and creating quality content too is something that a lot of people skip over, because you do have to take into consideration your audio quality. Is your background visually appealing?
Yep.
Are you in an area where there's too much background noise? Does your mic suck? Does your camera suck? What kind of phone are you using? Are you using too expensive of a camera? Is it too high quality? There's a lot of things you got to take into effect, and you got to make it come across as authentic as possible. But video quality is huge, and it really does take seeing other creators who are good at creating videos to draw inspiration from, so that way you can pick up on a lot of their habits. And that's something that I do personally as well.
Yeah.
On every video.
Yeah.
Every
And
video.
like we always say, like, you want that hook. You want to the way I look at it is when I'm scrolling through TikTok and I'm going through videos, how are they engaging me to stay and watch? And I try to kind of take that and put it towards a shop video. And that first 2 seconds is your biggest thing right there, is keeping someone
Huge.
in. And then like someone said about, taking out that dead space, that small little dead space can get like someone just to swipe. You want to
That's the difference.
Yeah, you just want to keep talking and keep them engaged.
Yep, those dead pauses are the difference of you having somebody watch your video for 3 seconds more, or having somebody swipe before you get a single word out of your mouth. Dead pauses will destroy a good video, and it's also known as, in more severe cases, the millennial pause. So if you're watching this and you're a millennial, get rid of your dead pauses. Don't stare at your camera. After you hit record, start talking. There's no time from you pressing that button till it starts recording. The second where's my phone? The second you hit record, hey, what's going on, everybody? Boom, start talking. There is no time for you to stop, stare at the screen, and wait till you see 1 second hit. Because believe it or not, that 1 second is way more than enough time for somebody to swipe 3 more videos down.
Yeah.
They want to be engaged with immediately, and it needs to be funny, it needs to be good, it needs to be controversial, it needs to be relatable, it needs to be something that people want to watch, because you're interrupting a scrolling experience of entertainment to sell them something.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah. And I know we all can agree at this point that we ourselves even hate seeing some shop videos. So
I hate it.
You don't want to, yeah. I don't want to be salesy, which is why, a lot of people say take that storyline route and tell a story, because you want to make it seem like you're not selling something. And then at that last like couple seconds, be like, hey, like if you're interested in this, like I will have it linked right here in this video. That's what I've kind of been taking that route. And I did it last week. I literally took my phone, and everyone, we'll talk about the comments after, but I took my phone, I put it to record. I literally took it, I set it up on my desk, but I started the video as I was setting it up. And that's my hook right there, that movement. And like, these are things that I did not know back then. I literally would just make a random video and post it. I didn't know these things. So I literally took my phone, and as I'm setting it up, I'm hitting record, and I said, my coworker just came into my office. It was a bag of chips, right? And I was like, my coworker just came into my office, and I was eating these chips, and he goes, yo, what are those? Like, let me try some. So he goes in, he reaches, he grabs a couple chips, and he eats the chips, and he's like, hey, yo, these are amazing. Like, where'd you get these? And I was like, oh, from TikTok. And he's like, oh, of course you did. And so but that's what I'm saying to my phone. I'm telling this story about how he came into my office. He grabbed these chips from me. He tried them out. You know, he said he loved them, which this is a true story, but the comments flooded. Oh, this isn't real. Who makes up stories just to post on TikTok? And listen, I'll take those comments. That's just driving the video farther and farther and farther. And over the last 2 months, that's my highest selling product, a bag of chips.
Yep.
That's it.
It's insane. And it's the comments are the biggest thing. And that's right there. That's controversy. That video was extremely controversial because people are going to come in and tell you exactly that. This is a script. Why are people falling for the script? Guess what? You're falling for my trap. You're commenting on a video that I wanted you to drop your comments on, so that way it boosts my engagement, therefore boosting my views, therefore boosting my sales. That's the best part about it.
But I do go back at them in the comments. I don't know.
It's so fun.
It's so fun. I love going back at them. I'm like, listen, you really think I would sit down and, you know, think about this crazy elaborate story, then set up my phone and tell this story? Like, yeah, I definitely did that just to post a video on TikTok. Like, this actually happened, but no one's going to believe me. Whatever.
No, not at all. And no, like, it's like, what video did I have? The coldest cup video. 2 viral videos on that back to back, both of which I did not bullshit the video in any way, shape, or form. But my entire comment section, they all turned into investigators right then and there. And they rewatched the video 5, 6, 7 different times, trying to find areas of where the cup got moved, or I didn't have it sealed, or that the ice was different, or, you know, this, that, and the other. But all that did was put so much watch time on my video. It was insane. And then it put a whole lot of replays. And then the comments were flooded with people saying I was a liar. That kind of stuff is what makes your video explode in virality.
But the thing is, like, if I do picture it from the buyer side, like if I'm seeing this TikTok video, right, and it looks like something I might want, but they're hyping it up to an extreme, and I'm like, all right, I'm really trusting you right now, and I go buy it, and it's garbage, then obviously I'm going to come back to that person. Right. But I don't, like, people need to understand that, like, most of us, like, yes, obviously we're trying to sell a product, but
that's what
we're telling you, like, legit, if we like it or not, and what we love about it, blah, blah, blah. And, like, I try to tell my people, like, if I'm making a video on this product, not only do I have to, besides the point, I'm going to give you the honest review. Like,
1000%.
Yeah. So if I'm telling you how much I love it and I use it every day, I ain't lying. But,
you know, I'll be honest with you. If I get a product that I don't like, I won't make a video on it. And I'll message the seller and say, hey, you know, either I can send this back to you or what, but I'm not going to make a video on this product. It's not something that I am comfortable making, because I'm not going to lie to my viewers. But I've also come to the point now where I think I might start posting negative reviews. Still posting the video, but just being bluntly honest to the viewers, because I've seen a few of those negative review videos blow up in terms of virality, and they're still making sales. Yeah. Even on the negative reviews.
It's because, like I said, from the buyer's point, people want to see you make a real review and not
they
just
want the authenticity. 1000%.
So honestly, I've done something like that. There's been a product where I didn't, trash talk the product. I just said, like, hey, this isn't for me. Like, me personally, I don't have a use for this. I'm not really going to use it much. But if you guys find a use for this, then yes, this actually is a pretty good product. Sure. And that's simple as that.
Yeah, a lot of these companies have some crazy products too, man. Like, I've been staring at this for a while. I just got this thing.
Oh, I've been seeing that. Yeah.
Dude. And it's reactive to my voice.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
It's really, really cool. But this is one of those products where I was afraid I wasn't going to like it, but I absolutely love it. So I'm definitely going to make a video on that. Yeah. And I got, where is it at? Did I throw it away? I think I threw it away. I got these little, like, phone sleeve things that are supposed to protect. It's like a case, but not a case.
Okay, yeah.
But they ripped as I put it on my phone. So I definitely was like, yeah, I'm not going to use those. But that's a product that I'm not going to make a review on.
I would say there has been, which I don't suggest doing this. I'd say take Bryce's route and reach out to the company. But there's products where I'll just let the 14 days pass, and I don't make a video for it. And now I hate doing that. I do feel bad for the company, but I don't want to put out a crappy video.
No, and also too, for those of you that don't know what happens, whenever you request samples from TikTok, you have 14 days to post the video once the sample reaches your doorstep. If you don't post that sample, you don't run the risk of getting yourself banned or anything like that. But it goes against you on the back end of TikTok Shop. So if you request 20 samples and you only make videos on 5 and you let 15 of them go, you have a very, very bad fulfillment rate. It's like it's a 20% fulfillment rate, which is horrible. Brands can see that on the back end. Yep. And once they see that you only have a 20% fulfillment rate for your samples, they're just going to deny you for every sample going forward. Until you can get that fulfillment rate up. TikTok used to not let you fulfill a sample requirement after the 14-day period, but now they've recently updated it to where it doesn't matter how long it's been. If you fulfill that sample requirement, even say 4 weeks after that 14-day period, it'll help your fulfillment rate. But brands can still see if you were late or if you filled it on time and things of that nature. So you just need to be very careful with these samples. If you get samples, make sure you hold up to your end of the bargain or communicate with the brand and let them know, hey, sorry, I'm just not going to make a video on this. I'll send it back to you if you want me to or whatever the case may be. But that just saves you going forward because you can run the risk of a company you really want to work with telling you no because you don't hold up your end of the bargain. I had it happen to me on one of my other accounts, and that's before I realized, oh, damn, I should probably make videos for everything. But that's, that was 6 months ago.
Yeah, that's another thing is when I started this, like I can say I don't think I've ever gone through the TOS, but
I read it so many times when I got like 2-3 accounts banned in the beginning.
We'll go back to that a little bit later though. I can say that, I didn't know like what would happen like early on, like when I first started, I didn't know what was going to happen if I didn't make a video for the sample. So I made videos for every single thing I requested and they added up. Next thing you know, I requested 15 things. And I'm like, damn, I got so many videos to make. So I didn't know what would happen if I didn't fulfill a sample and I didn't make a video for it. I always, I just put it in my mind like, oh, if I don't make a video for this, like I'm going to get charged for this product or whatever. Comes to find out, the only thing that happens is if you don't fulfill a sample, you just get a little less chance of getting something else in the future. So if you're someone that, loves a lot of these TikTok products and you see some stuff on there that you want and you go to request it and they hit deny, it's probably because you haven't been doing good on your fulfillment rate. Obviously there's other things to it too, but so you
that's 1,000% true.
Yeah, just want to make sure you fulfill.
No company's going to send you samples if you have $0 in sales either.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you go through and choose your products, man? I mean, I know you're not like niche specific or anything like that. You've done everything from a sweater to a pizza maker to chips. Is there anything in particular?
Definitely not. Because what I do is I just kind of find stuff that I can use, stuff that I like, and something I know I'm going to make a good video for. For instance, like the monitor I'm using right now, the webcam I'm using right now, things I use daily because I'm a big gamer. I got the Arzopa portable monitor. I got this keyboard from TikTok. It's things that I know that I can make a great video for because of how much I use it. I love it. It's things like that. And then same, like you said, the pizza maker, that was one of my most viral videos because I was able to give a full in-depth, like I can make a pizza, put it on the thing. I show everyone how well it works. So I kind of just pick products that I like and that I know I can make a good video for. Now I know there's things like you do want to hop on that product that's trending early on because there's room for sales there. It's gonna you see it popping off and there's money to be made. And I've hopped on those trends. Yes, I've made some money, but usually I just stick to the things that I like and I know I can make a good video for.
That's smart. That's real smart. A lot of people try to niche themselves down on here, and I tell them all the time, don't do that. Stick it within passion products,
Yeah.
products that you like, products that you have an experience to sell, products that you can personally talk about with ease, and things that you enjoy. I mean, hell, that pizza maker, I went and got one because of that. And I've used that pizza maker probably 15 times.
I love it.
that thing.
I love it.
It's so nice.
I actually just posted a video recently. I said, here I've been doing TikTok Shop for 10 months, and here's my top 5 products. And I put that
Right.
I put that in there like as number one, like no doubt.
Right.
One of the best things I ever received from TikTok.
Ever. And they have that same company now has a air fryer with a glass bowl instead of that. So I reached out to them. They're going to send me one once they bring their samples back for it in like a month or something like that.
It's funny.
I'm excited for that.
It's funny how small the world is because my girlfriend runs their accounts. She's an account manager. Yeah.
I love that. That's so funny.
So
definitely got the up on that one.
she's mentioned it to the owner before, like, hey, we got the Paisano, and my boyfriend's making videos for it, and he's getting a lot of sales. He's like, great, tell him to keep going.
That's so funny. It's such a quality product, though. It really is.
I love it.
It really is.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I just try to something I know I love and I'm going to use a lot, because then I can show people like this is something you're going to love, something you're going to like, and something that you're going to use daily or weekly or whatever.
Oh, that was the other thing. So in total, man, so you've been doing TikTok since December. In total sales, how much have you done? Do you know, not commission, but your total sales?
Yeah, so GMV, I'm a little over $250,000, 250,000, and I actually just surpassed that not too long ago.
Nice.
And it's just been riding ever since.
Right. So you're just over $250,000. So where are you at in total commission then?
Just about $45,000.
Just about 45. And if you don't mind, I wanted to kind of touch on this as well. What you're really close to your current salary. What is your salary as a teacher?
All right. So when I started teaching, that was my salary, 45,000.
45. Okay.
And I'm a third year teacher now, so I'm a little over 50,000. So I'm not at that yet, but still, as a first year teacher versus 10 months TikTok, I just made the same amount of money, and all I do is post videos maybe once a day, twice a day. Like, it takes me maybe an hour, like, of actually, focusing on TikTok and making videos versus a 6, 7, 8 hour day of work.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. It just, for anybody out there that's watching to know if you can do this part-time, the answer is yes.
Yeah. 100%.
And you can make good money doing it too. I mean, that's right there is almost as much as the average annual income for somebody here in the U.S. And that's complete part-time. I love that. And what was your most viral video?
It was a mental health sweatshirt. I'm sure many of you have seen it before. Right on the front, it says, "You are enough." And on the back, it says, "Dear person behind me reading this, the world is a better place with you in it. Love the person in front of you," whatever. So that was just something that kind of connected with me, because I am in a very, low income district for my school, and I wear it to school regularly. And, I just want the students to know, because, they're big, bad, tough. They don't want to talk about their problems, whatever. And so this is just another way to kind of remind them to stay here. So
sure, that's good.
That's really, I got it. Good. And even back then, like, the thing was, I didn't realize I had a hook until I rewatched it months later. I did the same thing where I set up my phone. I'm standing back. I'm opening the package, taking the sweatshirt out, putting it on. So people are waiting to see what that product is. That's the hook right there. So they're staying to see what it is. Now, does that work nowadays? Who knows? But that's just insane that, I sold over 9,000 sweatshirts.
God, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. And I remember, too, correct me if I'm wrong here, but they ended up raising your commission, but not until later on.
Yeah, so when I first made the video, it was $1.15, whatever, per sweatshirt. And then once I hit about 4,000 or 5,000 sold, they put it to like a little over $2, $2.50 maybe. So it wasn't until those last 2,000-3,000 sales is when I was actually making $2.50 a sale versus $1.15.
Oh, it would have been a game changer if they were paying you that $2.50 in the very beginning.
That's double the commission right there.
Yeah, that's insane. That's still good though. 9,000 units, and that video went on to do how many millions of views?
15 million.
15 million. That's insane.
And I remember to this day texting my brother as it hit a 1 million, as it hit 5 million, as it hit 7 million. I'm like, Kyle, what is going on right now?
Right.
Like, I don't know.
It's the power of TikTok, man. That algorithm is something else.
It blew my mind.
Yeah. What was your most viral hook outside of that sweater? Because I know you did really good with that Paisano as well.
Yeah.
Do you have a crazy hook on that?
So crazy to say, I didn't say a single word in that Paisano video.
Really?
Not a single word. All I did was make a very basic unboxing video. I put music in the background. I showed me making the pizza, me putting it on the Paisano, it cooking, me taking it off, slicing it, showing like how Dave Portnoy does. He shows the undercarriage, no flop, one bite, whatever, and it went viral. I don't know. It
crazy
blows my mind.
You went against everything.
Yeah.
That should make a video viral.
Yeah.
Right there. That's insane.
I know.
That's insane.
And same. And then another one, smacking sunflower seeds, 2.2 million. And I never would have thought I got that views because that was my longest video I've ever made. It was almost 2 minutes long. And
that video though was destined for virality just for how you set this up.
Yeah. So at that time they were small. People were just hearing about them. So I hopped on it and I played baseball for years. I played sports for years. I love sunflower seeds. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give an honest video about these seeds.
Sure.
So I put my camera set up just like this, right on my desk. And I said, I started out by saying, smacking sunflower seeds, full review. Here we go. And, I said the 5 different flavors. And then I sat there, tried each one, spit them out, tried the next one, spit out. And I gave a rating on a scale of 1 to 10 from each one. So the video was quite lengthy. And still to this day, the funniest comment, someone goes, I don't know why, but this dude looks like he fucks with sunflower seeds. And I was like,
I mean, you do look like that baseball kid in the outfield that have a pocket full of shoved in his back pocket. I was that kid, man. It was that, and then what was that? Big League Chew.
Yeah.
I'd have a whole pack of Big League Chew in my pocket.
So yeah,
it was dip.
And every viral video I have is completely different, and the way I set it up too. I don't make any 2 videos kind of the same unless I'm batch recording, but each one is just way different. And I go back and I see, why did people stay? Like, what was the hook that got them engaged? And now I realize, like, when I go back, I'm like, okay, that's why they stayed. So I don't realize, like, back then I didn't realize I had hooks without even knowing.
Yeah. And that's at the end of the day, you've made content in the past. And I think that's what really helped you. Because I feel the same way about when I was creating content. I didn't really understand what a hook was or things of that nature.
Yeah.
But I started making content back in August of last year. And I got a good basic understanding of how to get people's attention in the very beginning from watching other creators. And it was by doing something that was attention grabbing or saying something that would stop people dead in their tracks, either that was relatable or that was controversial. And it wasn't until in the middle of March when beginning of March, when I got my first viral video on the bubble blasters, that I really understood what hooks were. And then that's when I started practicing hooks. Now you can give me any product and I'll spit a hook out within 5 seconds, and to get people to stop in their tracks. But my point to all of this was you had some really solid grounds of creating content in the past that subconsciously creating hooks was not something that was taboo or foreign to you.
Yeah. So I know, like, I knew the basics of making a video. You got to keep people engaged. You got to get, you want that watch time. And whether that was a YouTube video, a YouTube shorts, a TikTok video, whatever it was, you wanted people to stay. And especially when you're monetized, that's what is going to give you the big bucks too, is getting people to stay through the whole video. So I knew, like, you had to keep people engaged. You had to keep them hooked. And so I just didn't, obviously I didn't know, like, about, making that first 2-second hook and, call to action at the end and blah, 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 whatever. But it was in the back of my mind. I kind of knew just how to make a video.
Yeah, and that's really good. And I think that's what's really helped you too with your multiple viral video success. A lot of people say, oh, TikTok shop, these creators blow up one time and they never blow up again. They always say it's about luck, it's about this, it's about that. I really don't think that's the case. I've had well over 20 videos that have done over 1 million views and probably close to 50 or 60 videos that are in the hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah.
You know, since doing this, I have close to 100 million views in total across all my accounts over just the last 7-8 months, which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of people say it's luck. And at the end of the day, I really don't think, like, sure, luck has, you know, a little bit to do with it. Sometimes the For You page doesn't pick up, sometimes it does. But I really do think it comes down to just creating good quality content that people want to watch. And if you can do that time and time again, you're going to find more successful videos, even if they differ from the last one. Like you said, you've never had the same style of video go viral more than one time.
Yeah.
You know, I have, but it's usually when I'm really starting to piss off the internet is when I'll have the same style of video go viral. Yeah. But a lot of the times too, all of my crazy viral videos are all separate styles of videos.
Yeah.
But it's just creating good quality content.
Yeah,
Is what it boils down to.
I was gonna say, once you get that viral video, it's, I wouldn't say guarantee, but you're gonna get more viral videos. That's what TikTok and that's what other platforms do. You go viral, they continue pushing audience to you. Now, getting viral, that's all about making that quality content video. You know, like what you said. It's just at that point, I guess, you know, it is a little bit about luck. It's, you know, getting on that For You page and, you know, getting your video to be selected to, you know, get chosen to get all those views. But once you know, once that video goes viral, TikTok is like, wow, this dude's making good videos, so we're gonna keep pushing content. And I've got 7 videos in the millions now.
Yep. And the TikTok will keep you there. TikTok will keep you in there until you stop producing the quality content.
Yes.
Once you stop, they'll yank you right out of it, and that's usually when it sucks.
That's kind of what happened to me. You know, that first 2 months of TikTok shop making videos, I went viral pretty quickly. And even to this day, January, February, my best months, March came around, I had a massive slump because I saw the money flowing in. I was like, oh, I got money flowing in. I don't got to make videos now. So March was the worst month ever. April, okay, $2,000 maybe. And then that's when I joined Social Army. 1 month later, $6,000 in a month. I went back up. I realized I got to post more. I got to put out more quality content. And that's all they wanted.
Consistency is key.
Yeah. And, you know, it is tough being a full-time teacher and still putting out a mass amount of videos. I know that that's what TikTok wants. They want you to put out videos. So it's tough. But, so, you know, I have those slumps. I have those ups and downs. But you just got to keep going. You
do. Even when you don't feel like doing it, get up and do it. Because at the end of the day, it's all that right there is what's going to make you that explosive income.
Yeah. And I saw a video earlier today or yesterday, and I saw this girl say, you know, she mentioned, you know, TikTok's a lottery. Do you want to put out one video? It's just like if you were to go buy a lottery ticket, are you buying one or are you buying 5? Versus TikTok, are you putting out one video or are you putting out 5? You have better chances of winning putting out 5 than putting out 1.
Even if they're bad quality videos in your eyes, as long as they follow a structure, hook, relatability, controversy, storytelling, you know, whatever your middle parts are, and then a call to action, you're going to see sales on a lot of those videos. But they just have to follow a structure. Some of my worst videos, ones that took me 2 minutes to put together, have been my most viral.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. I complained to my wife one night and said, I got to stop throwing videos together. I got to start posting better quality content. I woke up the next morning to that video having 500,000 views.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, even if you sometimes feel like the video is shit, the audience doesn't always know that. And if it's authentic coming from you and directly from your authenticity, people can tell. But if you're just throwing a video together to throw it together and, you know, you're just being lazy about it, people can also tell that as well. But if it follows a structure and it feels authentic, people are gonna watch it.
Yeah. You know, we're not saying put out shit videos just to get to your 5 videos a day. You know, put out good quality content and, you know, something's going to hit. And as long as you stay consistent, that's really all that matters there.
That's it. Oh, excuse me.
But yeah, it's
all it takes is one video can blow up. One video is what turned my life around. One video made me $80,000.
Insane.
All it takes is one.
Insane.
Anybody can do it.
Yep. And the one thing I do want to say just to everyone watching is don't ever compare yourself to someone else, you know, just because you know, like I've done it before. Like, oh wow, I've only made 40,000, and Bryce is making a quarter million or whatever. I don't know. And I'm like, I feel bad now. Like, what am I doing wrong? I'm putting out shit quality videos, but no, I still have videos in the millions. You know, I just got to keep. Just don't compare yourself to someone else. You're still making money. We're not the same person, so you just got to keep going and keep pushing through.
Yep. Everybody's on their own journey.
Yeah.
You know, their footsteps aren't the footsteps that you were meant to walk in. So don't follow people to an extent of gaining inspiration from them, but don't follow in their exact steps because their journey is not yours.
Yeah, because if you do that, you know, and you're like, damn, I'm not making the numbers they are. You start feeling bad. You're gonna quit.
Yep. Yeah, it'll bring you down. 1,000% will bring you down. It's demotivating sometimes, but at the end of the day, motivation is bullshit.
Yeah. And you know, taking a break from TikTok isn't a bad thing. Sometimes you need that little break and come back. You know, everyone needs it.
Yep, we have a few people in the community who do it. One of them goes by the name of Louis. This poor guy, man, he's been through the ringer. I'm sure you know who Louis is. He's been through the ringer, and he's finally came back on this time around and was able to produce 2 videos in the hundreds of thousands of views, which I think is the most he's ever done. But he had to take that mental break, and he came back strong, and boom, now he's making sales, and he's got videos that are moving. So it's really, really good. I love to see it.
I know Louis because he's always posting the funniest memes in the.
Always, bro. Louis has a bank full of memes, dude. I swear he does. Louis the best. He's hilarious.
Yeah,
he's hilarious. That's awesome, and you know, and that's also the power of a community as well. You know, surrounding yourself with individuals inside of a community like what we've created at Social Army is extremely powerful because there's a lot of people in there who are lost, and when you're lost in a sea full of sharks, you don't really find it easy to survive or get the answers you're looking for because either one, everyone's trying to gatekeep something, or two, you're not going to find the answers you're looking for because it falls back to one, everybody's fucking gatekeeping it. Excuse my language. But you join our community, Social Army, or you find a community similar to ours, nobody in there is hiding anything from you. We want to see you succeed. I want to see you surpass me in sales. You know how many people I've helped surpass me in sales?
Yeah.
A lot. Because I want to see it happen. There's enough room out there for everybody.
Oh, yeah. And still to this day, I remember I joined the Discord and, you know, I just wanted to learn a little more and, you know, understand TikTok a little more. So I came into the Discord and I still remember to this day, the first person I ever talked to was Jake. And I told him, I said, hey, like, I'm in a slump right now. I had my worst month last month, like with sales. And like, you know, I'm trying to be like everyone else. And I remember him saying, you know, like, as long as you be you and you stay active in this Discord, you know, and I took his, you know, little input. I read through I saw people's case studies. I went through the whole, I forget the name, like the whole intro for the Discord and everything. I was active in the chats. I was reading other people's message. I was taking other people's tips and stuff. Next month, I triple my sales.
Yep.
So
it's a mastermind, man. And you pick little things from everybody you talk to and you put it into your own. Jake was one of the ones that I helped out in the very beginning. He started coming on my lives and could not get a viral video. We tweaked some of the things he was doing. Boom, blew up. Now Jake's done hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales. Kaylee, another one, case study. She did not know anything about TikTok Shop. Started coming on my lives, got her inside Social Army. 6 months later, she's doubled my sales.
Yeah.
You know, it's insane.
Yeah. So
it's all a part of being a part of something bigger than just yourself. Because at the end of the day, trying to do this by yourself, sure, you can. But it's a very lonely road because you have nobody to talk to.
Yeah. So, like, like you said, I had no one to ask questions. Like, when I didn't know what I was doing or why my video wasn't popping off or, you know, why I'm stuck at whatever it was, I had no answers. I joined the community, surrounded myself with people that do the exact same thing, that have the exact same questions, that put out the exact same, you know, viral type videos, and you just learn, and you know, it's gonna help. It's gonna be a sponge. You'll see a big difference.
You got to be a sponge, and I think the best part about it too, with you being a teacher, is you're able to absorb this information, and then you can also reteach it.
Yeah,
that's the best part about it. You know. So I have a question for you, man. What would be some of the advice out there for somebody who's looking to join or somebody who's already started TikTok Shop, but maybe on the fence about joining a community or trying to figure out their way throughout all this. Do you have any words of encouragement?
So, like I just said, you want to surround yourself by like-minded individuals. You don't want to take this journey on your own. You're going to run into roadblocks. You're going to have questions, and joining the community was the best decision I made. Like I said, I'm getting answers finally to the things I have questions for. I'm getting tips from people, and it's from anyone. It's people with less sales. It's people with more sales than me. It doesn't matter. I'm just getting tips from everyone. I'm using that information. I'm putting out better videos now. And so the biggest thing I'd say is just surround yourself with someone who's like-minded. Join the Discord, join a community, and you'll get a lot out of it.
I agree 1,000%. And even if you don't join us, find a place where you're comfortable. At the end of the day, you may not be able to relate to anybody inside Social Army, which I would find kind of hard.
We've got everyone
to do, because we have everyone. We got over 3,000 members inside this community, and active at that, not just dormant members, because people are paying a subscription for this.
Yeah, I would say we got moms, we got dads, we got husband and wives, we've got teachers, we've got college students, we've got everyone in here.
We got grandmas, we got grandpas. We literally have them all.
Yes.
I mean, there's somebody from all walks of life in there. We have people from different ethnicities to different orientations, different everything. I mean, it is probably the most diverse community on TikTok Shop.
I was gonna say the other day, maybe a week ago or something. There's this one lady, a little bit older, don't know how old, let's just say older than my parents, who's in our Discord, and she had no badge next to her name, meaning she didn't have that 5K, the GMV, the 10K GMV, the 250,000 GMV, whatever. She didn't have that next to her name. Couple days later, she's got that 5K GMV next to her name. Smile straight to my face, because even an older lady can make videos and make sales. So you're only holding yourself back. You just got to post those videos.
Truer words have never been spoken ever like that. You are your biggest enemy. You're your biggest roadblock. You are your own problem. Get out of your damn way and start making content.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you don't start, you'll never know what you can achieve.
I don't care how dumb I look making these videos. Right. At the end of the day, I'm making money off of it. I'm going to continue doing it. I had a video where I had my legs up in the air, and I was taking scissors and pretending I'm chopping down there. Like, I don't care. Don't care.
You got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah.
I love that. That's hilarious. Well, to anybody out there watching this that has never seen anything TikTok Shop related before, that doesn't even know who we are Social Army, and we are a group of individuals that want to help you and see you succeed in every way, shape, and form. We don't gatekeep, and you're going to learn from the best of the best. You're going to learn from all walks of life. You'll learn from individuals like Murph. He's got his own case study inside the community. You're going to learn from teachers, moms, dads, grandma, grandpas, kids, single people, people who are married, people with children. You're going to learn from everybody that you possibly can, and that's the best reason to join Social Army, is the diversity and the different amounts of brains that you can pick to find people who you relate to make into your own ways. Yeah. If you are on the fence about joining or thinking about joining Social Army or learning anything TikTok Shop related, we're the place to be. Not only do we have an entire course A to Z, we have an advanced course, we have case studies, we have this podcast, and we have tons of free content out there as well. But if you do decide that you want to join Social Army, there will be a link down below this podcast here. That link is going to be Murph's link. Okay, you will be directly supporting him by signing up underneath that link. And also, we will include any sort of socials that he has that he's comfortable sharing down below, and my socials as well as all the Social Army socials as well. So if you're hearing this on Spotify or hearing this on Apple or on YouTube, all the other links will be down below just for you. Before we jump out of here, Murph, was there anything that you wanted to touch base on that we maybe just didn't cover during this time?
No, I was actually just going to say, when I first joined Social Army, I was like, you know what? Let me just pay for 1 month, see how it is. So for those of you out there that just want to test it out, take that 1 month trial, try it out for a month. And if you don't like it, that's fine. Everyone's different, but there's a reason I didn't cancel mine. So when I came into Social Army, I paid that, whatever, $25 a month, whatever it was at the moment. And still to this day, I'm still paying that, and I never canceled it. And it's for a reason. I just absolutely love it. And like I said, I'm just surrounding myself with people that have a same dream of just making videos and making money.
And it's so fun.
Oh, yeah.
It may be a little bit of a headache, but don't worry. I'm in there. I'm motivational. I'm always in there giving you motivation. I promise you that. Let me rephrase that. I'm always in there giving people words of encouragement. I don't like motivation. It's fake. It comes and goes. I was motivated this morning to get up and go on a run. Guess what? 5 minutes after waking up, that motivation was gone. So, motivation sucks.
Yeah.
Words of encouragement, determination, and willpower are really where it's at. And if you've got the willpower to move forward and better your life in one way or another, consider giving Social Army a shot. Consider giving the TikTok Shop affiliate program a shot. I think it can change a lot of people's lives if they're willing to allow it to change their lives. So, but at the end of the day, Murph, I appreciate you for being here, man. Thank you so much for your time today, of course. And I love seeing your success as you grow. I love seeing you, do this part-time on the side as well as seeing your love for your job. Because unlike me, I hated working. But you enjoy it.
Yeah.
And that's massive because it takes a lot of love for somebody to enjoy what they do, especially on that level, and continue to do this on the side as extra income. So big props to you, man.
Yeah.
Big props to you. Awesome. Well, hey, you guys, this concludes another episode of the Social Army podcast. Again, if you want to join us, there's a link down below. Outside of that, I appreciate everybody for being here and watching today. Murph, thank you so much for being here. And it's a pleasure to learn your official name, Keith.
Yes.
Awesome, man. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.